Hello and thank you for watching Edison Library video series. In this video, I'm going to go over eSearch for your research. To begin your research on eSearch, what you'll need to do is start off at the Edison State Library's main page, scroll down, and select the Explore eSearch link. On the Edison State eSearch main search page, what we have is a little information about eSearch. We have links to specific databases if you need to get to those, and then we have our contact information here. What you can do is search for your topic in the search bar. So Y2K is my topic of choice. For this particular assignment, you always want to read your assignment carefully, but in this particular one it has a specific date range, and it also has a certain area of what this event can happen in. So I have picked Y2K as my event. Y2K, if you don't know, is when we went from the year 1999 to the year 2000. There was thought to be a big catastrophe in regard to computers because of the date switching from the 1999 to the 2000 date. It was predicted there would be a lot of computer outages and issues associated with it. And there might have been with some, but it definitely wasn't what they had predicted was going to happen. So Y2K is a term they use for that. So I'm going to use Y2K, and I want not in the United States. So to get me the results to come up with not in the United States, you have to put in the word not. It does have to be capitalized, and I'm going to put United States in quotes. And what that is telling this search engine is I want Y2K, I want not United States. And by putting it in quotes, it makes United States as one word. If I had just put in United States without the quotes, it would have eliminated those with United and States and United States, but this will force it to search exactly what I'm looking for. So Y2K, what happened? Not in the United States. Okay, so like I said, we have a date range. So if we wanted to, we could refine the date range. And, oops, this is one, sorry. Scroll down to 2010. And it has to be between 1980 and 2010, which I will change this one to reflect that. And I will hit refine. Okay, so now I have 3,496 results with Y2K in it and not the United States. And here's my filters here. Now, for this particular assignment, we would also, because they're not in the United States, we want to make sure that the results we are having are going to be in a language we can read. So we will pick the English languages. All right, so here's my filters right now. And I also would like, because this is for academic assignment, I'm going to do peer-reviewed journals. Okay, so now I have 407 results on Y2K, not in the United States, using these specific dates. So you could just scroll through these and look through them. They have the peer review by them. But the last option is if we wanted to do specific databases, we could do that. And now each of these are different databases, and databases are like online libraries. So what you'll want to pick is if you were focusing this on a certain aspect of the Y2K, for example, the science side of it or the business side of it, you could pick those specific databases. I'm going to just pick Academic Search Complete because Academic Search Complete I know is a database that has academic type articles that are perfect for this assignment. So I'm going to pick the Academic Search Complete. So these are my filters. The language is English, dates, and the APSCO Academic Search Complete database. Okay, so going through these, we can pick whatever one is associated with what you are specifically looking for to go over in the Y2K. I'm not going to go any deeper into the specifics of Y2K and what I'm looking for, as I was just showing you little tricks and techniques of searching and how to focus. Now I'm going to go into like selecting an article. What you can do is select the Get PDF here, and you will get the full text of the article. Options when you click that, though, is only download or print. It does have the full text of the article, and you can go through that and determine if it's something you're looking for. Or you can go back, and if you pick the title of it, what you get in the overview is your links to do other things. So you can share it, you can get the QR code, you can export it to Excel, get the EasyBib, print, and here's your citation link if you need to cite the article, and here's the permalink, or you can email it to yourself. To get the actual full text of the article, you can select these links or you can sign in. And I'm going to sign in because I want to show you some of the, actually I want to show you how to sign in. So first thing it's going to ask for is your Edison State email address. You select that, and then you put in your Edison State password for your email. And once you sign into that, you can ask to stay signed in, and then it won't ask you to do that after that. Okay, so now I'm all logged in, and I didn't have these links before under this, but I do now because I'm signed in, and this is an easier way to access the resource. So get it PDF. You still have the same screen, but you also have here your citation link. As you see, it opens a new link when you click the PDF. So it will open the new window. You just have to flick back to your other tab, and then if you click your citation link, you can select the format you need. In this case, you need the MLA, but if you needed the APA, you could select that. We're going to go back to the MLA. You copy your citation to the clipboard and paste it in your document. And here you can print it, save the permalink, you can email it to yourself. However you'd like to utilize and get the full text of that along with your citation. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to close that article. And again, on this page, I'd like to highlight a few things in addition to getting the summary of the article, so you would know if this was something you were looking for or not looking for specifically. And if it was, by giving you the overview, you can then go to the PDF, or you can go back to your search results. In regard to this, this also provides related reading that you can go through that are associated to Y2K and the context of this article. And there's more suggestions if you want to go down there. So you can look at those, or we can go back to our results. All right, now that we're back into our results, if that was what we're looking for, like I said, you could click those other associated readings. If it wasn't one that you're looking for, you can kind of scroll through and look and find ones that are associated with what you're looking for. By now logging into the system, by being logged in, I can now use the PIN, which adds this item to my account, and then I can access them via that way. That was an additional feature that I thought you should be aware of, excuse me, that will help you in your research journey. And if you click that link with the extra dots, it provides the additional information here. And then you can select the PDF here, which is where your citation link is and your email. And if you wanted to print it, you can do it that way. Okay, getting out. If you decided you wanted to look at some of the other databases, we can select them this way. We can eliminate the academic search here and go down and select the databases in here. It still provided the same results, so if you wanted to go to the medical side of that, you could select the Medline. Nexus Uni is another database that has newspapers, government documents, court cases, legal documents. That's a really neat database too. Okay, going back up to the top. If this was not, if we just didn't find what we're looking for at all and we wanted to restart all over, you can select the new search here, or you can go to the Edison State logo here, and it brings you back to the eSearch main screen. In here, because I've already signed in, there's my information. I can just continue my search. I would like to give you a couple other search techniques. It may not work with the Y2K topic, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to put the Y2K in, and I showed you how to put not for not United States. In this particular assignment, it works well, but you might want you might want to include something. So if I wanted to do Y2K, and we'll just do and, again capital, and we'll put Germany. And this is going to say we want all the Y2K incidences that happened associated with Germany. And I'm not sure how many. I know there was 2 articles when we were looking before. Okay, so we have 35. There were 2 in German, or the language German, I noticed. But obviously there were more that pertain to Y2K and Germany. But you have 35 results. In this case, again, you can limit your dates. You can go through and do your language. We'll pick the English language on this. Puts it to 33 results. And again, if we wanted the peer reviewed, we want to select that there. And that now gives us 9 results. Another term you could do is or. So we could change this. Let's go back up to a new search. In this new search, we're still going to use the Y2K. Oops. The Y2K. But we're going to use or. We still want Y2K, so we're going to put and then we are going to put the or, either Germany or China. All right, so what's that saying? We want Y2K for sure, and it has to have either Germany or China in the results. Okay, so that gave us 20,000. Oh, 20 million. That's quite a few results. Let's try to narrow that down first thing. We are going to select our peer-reviewed journals. Cut it about half. And then we'll change our dates to the date range. This should help a whole bunch. Be interesting to see what the previous articles had to do with the Y2K. And, oops, 2010. Okay. Peer-reviewed journals, the years. Let's narrow it to articles only. And then we can go into the specific databases if we choose. Here's our academic search. And now you can go through your results based on what you're looking for. Still a large amount of results. Using Germany or China, you could narrow the focus that even more. Using maybe a specific location or in Germany or China, or in regard to the technology and technology in there, or some other term, excuse me, other term that would help you narrow those results. Okay, enough going over the databases and how to search in here and use your filters. I am now going to go back to Edison State College itself. What I would like to do is highlight some of the things that are on the library's website. So go to the Edison State main page, go to current students, select library, and this is the library's main page. This is where we selected the eSearch link. If you want to look at our databases specifically, you can select the database link here, or you can look at our research guides, and research guides are guides we've created based on a specific class or assignment, which contains the information needed to complete the assignment. In this class, we have an English class. We have an English 121, and on the main page of the start here, you have our contact information and the Tutoring Center contact information. Tutoring Center offers paper reviews, help with citations, in addition to math, science, biology, those kind of things. You can go to specific databases if you wanted. For example, if you notice I selected the academic search, if you just wanted to search right in the academic search, you could select this. Here are PDFs of how to do that, and we have videos also. Each of these boxes are links to different databases, and each database has is a discipline, is dedicated to a certain discipline or subject, so you can read about what is exactly included in the database, see if that's something you'd like to go directly to. And again, we have How Do I's, which are PDFs on how to access those, basically going over what I'm talking about. In this case, these two particular databases need a different login information, and that is included here. That is your library barcode number, which is the number 1973, plus your student ID number. Okay, if you were looking for specifically books, this is the way you go about looking for books and ebooks using the eSearch method. And a PDF is provided here, and this is for citing and bibliography and sources. And there's links, helpful links and information in here. I would like to direct you to the library or the tutoring center, and to get to that, as long as you have these persistent bars up here, you can go under services and support and go to your tutoring center here. Going down, the contact information is all along the left hand side, as it is on the library, which I didn't point out, but it is there. And also down here is the schedule of what's happening. For example, today is Tuesday, and on Tuesday from 9:30 to 11:30, Melinda is in doing reading, writing, paper reviews, and communication. Jason is also in from 12:30 to 4:30 doing chemistry, calculus, algebra, engineering. So you just have to go through these. They are in the tutoring center. Jason is only in the tutoring center, but Melinda is available both in the tutoring center and via Zoom. So if you wanted to connect to the Zoom session, you could connect right here, click that, and it opens the screen, and there's whoever is tutoring for that day during that time frame, and they will go over how you work together on that Zoom session. I want to thank you for watching our video. I hope that you have learned some stuff from this, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the library. Thank you.